Hello everyone, it is Owl Knight and it is Brony time, and I just wanted to do a quick excuse me, um, tutorial video. This is going to be the quick version. I might do a more in-depth version tomorrow on how you can improve pictures using, bfunky.com. So, isn't as complex as Photoshop. In fact, it's pretty basic. You can't really change the photo itself, but you can add improvement to it. So first of all, you're going to have your upload section, and of course, you could take a picture of yourself. You can get BeFunky pictures, but you have to have an account for that. You can get them off your Facebook, Google Drive, not Google Vive, and your Dropbox, and you can also get on if your save files on computer. And that's where I'm going to be getting my pictures off of. So we're going to scroll down here. So let's say we wanted to improve this one. So let's say we wanted to improve this picture. Now, of course, as you can see, you start out with your edits. You can crop, which means basically you slide this in and out, decide how much you want to focus on the picture. You can resize it. In other words, you can, make it bigger like this. Or you can make it smaller like this. Finish off that. You can rotate it or tilt. I'm sure those are pretty self-explanatory. You can beautify them. In other words, it makes the color more centered. It makes it more improved. As you can see, we fully color centered that. You can go into exposure, where you can use a brush to do parts of it you want, not the entire picture, but I tend to use it just it's a lot more simpler. You can up the brightness, which just makes the picture brighter. I rarely use this. Sometimes I'll make it a little less bright so your eyes don't go ah. Contrast, it just makes the picture more definable, as you can see right there. Highlights, I don't know what that does, actually. I think it's just another brightness setting. I'll set that up a little bit right there. The shadows, that just makes the shadows more self-explanatory, as you can see right there. You add a bit of shadows to it. So there we go. We're going to keep that as the shadows. And then you could just fill light, which I just do all the way. Alright. You can also sharpen your photo. This just makes it more definable. The lines, the outlines of it, a lot more definable. See right there, so we're going to keep that. As you can see, we got a nice, beautiful picture going. You can soften the picture. Oh, did I already show you guys this? I think I did. Softening it just makes it, I don't really like to use it, and it kind of makes the picture look ugly. Lightness, I'm going to keep that down. As you can see, you can make it more brighter, more bright. I'm going to keep it right about here. Alright, so that's pretty much everything here. Vignette, that just adds shadows. As you can see, I'm not going to save this, but as you can see, it just makes it darker. And the strength of the darkness can cover up the whole photo, but I'm not going to do that. I don't really like that. Blur edges, you just blur the edges and you blur the picture a little bit. You can do the blur size and everything, the blur amount, the amount of blur you want for the picture. Once again, I don't use this because tell me if you guys want me to use it, because I could consider using it. Smoothing, I think I already showed you this. It just smooths out and makes it look more comfortable, but of course you don't want funky focus. It just kind of makes it, I think it just defines the opacity and stuff like that, but of course I don't use that. The color filter is where you could filter all the color out of it, so you could go for full-on sepia, or you can just ease off a little bit, make it look more old. And you know what, this actually looks pretty cool. I'm surprised I haven't used this. You have your first color and your secondary color, so you you color it this, you color it that. So when you add that on there, it's going to make it look weirder. So I actually kind of like it. So I'm just going to apply a little bit on there, not too much. What else is there? There's blur, which just blurs the picture, pretty self-explanatory. And now we got the touch-up. So you can add blemishes. Of course, everything here is brush. You can do eye color, lipstick, bronzer. You can do blush. You can whiten the teeth. So let's say I want to make this guy's teeth look a little bit whiter. That's what I'm going to do right there. But of course, I'm not going to apply that. You can clone the picture, which I'm pretty surprised, but I'm not going to do that. Blush, you all know what blush is and stuff if you're frequent on makeup. There are effects. You have chromatic effects, and some of these will require you to pay $24 monthly a year, $24.43 a year. Of course, I don't do that. Of course, as you can see, you could just select things right here, but of course, I'm not going to do that just because it's not the basis of my picture right now. So there's a lot of effects. You got black and white, charcoal, color, you got cooler, you got crosspots, you got candle type, you got grunge, you got HDR, Hulk art. Wow, there are a lot more of these than I thought. Linotropia instant. Yeah, there's a lot. There's sepia, summer, sunburst. So let's take a look at the sepia ones. Of course, that's like old movie film, so I'm not really going to use this. So yeah, there's a lot of effects. You can also have your artsy. You can cartoon it, make it look more like a cartoon, as you see here. This is pretty frequently used on storyboards, as you can see that. I kind of like that. We're gonna ease off on it a little bit. We don't want to like make it. Yeah, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I think I'll keep that. Frames is where you could just put it in frames. It's pretty self-explanatory. Graphics, you can add stuff in there like birthday cakes and stuff around the photo. Once again, something you can explore on your own because I can't explore it all. The overlay, this just like, as you can see here, boop, see, it just like cat picture right there, but we're not going to do that. And you can adjust it. So you can make it like blink in there, but still not going to use it for this photo. Text, you can add text to your photo like hey or happy birthday or whatever. And then there's textures, and like you can add tracks, light trails, light sheets, fabric. So as you can see right here, it kind of like fabricates the picture, but once again you can adjust this. It doesn't have to be fully fabricated, and I think I'll keep half of that fabrication. It just looks really cool, and I like it. As you can see, our picture is coming along very nicely. It's looking really good, actually. Very centered. I haven't been using all that much of it now, to be honest. Of course, you can undo, you can redo. Yeah, that kind of like, that's the navigation menu. Designer, and oh, what's this? There's College Maker. You can be a designer, you can explore, and you can log in. I didn't know that was there. Of course, you could just bring that right back out. So yeah, there's our picture. So what we can do is you go to save. You can either save it to your Google Drive, your Dropbox. You can save it to your Dropbox. It's really cool, but I don't use Dropbox, so we're not going to do that. You can save it to your Facebook or Google Drive. I'm going to save it to my computer, and it's going to be the cheese pic. It'll be a JPEG format. The quality is pretty large and pretty big. So, of course, we're going to save that to our files, and there you go. So, that's pretty much how you use the site. Once again, it's www.befunky.com/create/ if you want to get right into it. And yeah, I'm going to explore that designer thing. I'm curious to see what that is. And thank you all for watching and joining me for this little tutorial. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Morning Time for more content. And we'll see you guys in our next video, which should be tomorrow morning.